Good morning, it's time for a garden update. It's now the end of May and I've got about 80% of my garden planted. This week I focused on setting it up, so I went to the greenhouse and got some sprouts and planted them. I did take some footage of the greenhouse trip and the planting and setting up of the balcony, so here you go. Let's go to the greenhouse. So needless to say, I spent way more than I wanted to, or I should have, but yeah, anyway, I've got most of what I'm gonna need, so that's that. So I am a little unhappy that I just spent 70 some dollars on my garden. Just, it'd be great if I didn't have to spend any money and I was good enough to sprout everything myself, but I'm not at that level yet. Last year I did really well. I didn't have to buy a lot of stuff. This year my sprouts did more poorly. My sprouts didn't do good this year, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But I've got lots of exciting plants. I've got like 4 different varieties of mint. I got like chocolate mint, I got orange mint, I got ginger mint. Cool stuff, that's gonna be fun. And I got some soil, but they didn't have hanging pots to put over the ledge of the balcony, so I'm gonna have to see what I can cram in what I already have, or I might have to place an online order with Rona or something and purchase them that way. Oh, but yeah, anyway. Sad that I had to spend $70 on setting up my garden, and I'm sure that's not the last of it. I'm gonna have to spend more, depending, to fill gaps, see what sprouts, like what seeds actually germinate that I put out and which ones don't. But oh well. I love my garden. My garden is really just the highlight of my summer, so the amount of enjoyment I'm gonna get for the $70 or however much I end up paying in the end is worth it. Plus, if I can actually get really good harvests, yeah, then it's definitely worth it. But anyway, I'm gonna feel a bit of, pangs for having spent this on my garden, but I'll get over it. All right, let's go home and do some planting. All right, so let's go through my greenhouse haul. I did get a red bell pepper because there is a small chance that only the yellow peppers and the green peppers survived. So because one of my goals for this year's garden is to have a certain amount of red bell peppers, I thought it might be prudent to make sure I, for sure, at least have one red bell pepper plant. So I did get a red bell pepper plant. I also got a hot pepper because I really do like spicy food and hot foods. So I figured I'd get this hot pepper. It's Big Bomb, apparently, hot pepper. So we'll see how that goes. Last year I did do cayenne peppers. and I dried them. I didn't cook with them yet, but they are dried in the pantry. This is a different type, so we'll see how this one goes. And I did find a jalapeno. I do really like cooking with jalapenos. I usually buy them when they're on sale, so if I can get a year's worth supply of jalapenos from the garden this year, that'd be really cool. Okra. I've been watched a few cooking videos that included okra, and it looked really interesting to me. So I figured, hey, why not give it a shot and see what happens. Along those lines, I did get a Napa cabbage. Definitely not going to be enough to make like a nice big batch of kimchi or anything, but you know, this is something to experiment with and just see how it goes. I found some leeks for $2.50. So I really have a hard time with the alum family, except for chives. I can do chives, but onions, garlic, I have such a hard time with them. So these look pretty good. So let's see if I do any better with sprouts instead of seeds. Let's get into the herbs. I have regular oregano. I do like cooking with oregano. I don't need any dried. I'm fully stocked with dried oregano, but I really do like cooking with fresh oregano during the summer. So I went ahead and got some oregano. Oh, I'm missing basil. Oops. This is a really neat variety of oregano that I used last year and really enjoyed. It's hot and spicy oregano. And let's get into the mints. So this is fun. Orange mint. That's going to be neat. Ginger mint, $2.50. And chocolate mint. I have grown chocolate mint before. It's pretty cool, but I'm gonna go with it again. So that gives me 4 varieties of mint, which I'm gonna put in this holder here. So I've got regular mint, orange mint, chocolate mint, and ginger mint. So that's gonna be a fun minty adventure. And I wasn't gonna do strawberries because the birds just ate them all last year, but I like strawberries, so it was there, I bought it. I went with the Ruby Ann again because that was the variety they had at the store. And I apologize for the sniffling if that makes it through the edits. I have allergies and it's just a constant struggle. Bidens, I had these last year in a hanging pot with some purple morning glories, and they just looked really nice. So I went and grabbed one again this year. I'm not sure which pot I'll put it with, but I don't know, maybe I'll throw it in with the chamomile or something, or switch it up, I don't know. Anyway, I like them, so I'm gonna grow them again. I'm not really a flower person, but I don't know, I did like having some color last year. I ended up with, someone gave me some flower hanging pots, so I did have them in my garden and I actually kind of enjoyed it. So I'm not gonna commit too much space in my garden to flowers, but I did, get a couple. And another tomato, because all of my tomato sprouts died. I decided, oh, here comes the blue jay. Watch, he's gonna come up behind me. There he is. Hello, my friend. So I have this tomato. It's called a slicer tomato. Early girl slicer tomato. So it's a different type. I have the Manitoba tomato there, the beefsteak tomato there. This is another one. It said that it has a high yield, which is going to be good if I want to do a year's worth supply of tomatoes from my garden this year. So hopefully this will help me along. Yeah, let's see. Oh, there's already a sprout on it. A flower bud. Cool. Anyway, so I'm going to plant that and have 3 tomato plants on the balcony this summer, and hopefully that will give me enough yield to reach my garden goal number 1 this year. So now that I've got all of this done, I'm going to start potting, and now that I've got the soil, finish that up and see what my garden is going to look like, what my setup is going to look like for this year. So I did just finish planting everything. I'll take a video later. Right now I'm just like really stuffy from the allergies and just want to take a shower. So I'm going to do the full tour later tonight, and yeah. So it's the evening now, and I'm going to give you a little tour of what I planted today after going to the nursery. So I've got the Napa Cabbage in here. I'm probably going to put some bok choy here. There's my okra. The flowers are there for now. Chamomile is still up here with the catnip. No sprouts yet. We've got the strawberries here. This is where the cucumber will go for now. This will all get reorganized later, I'm sure. Bell peppers. The tomato I got today with the regular oregano. There's the spicy oregano with the Manitoba tomato. I just threw the flowers in here with these bell peppers. Cat is confused as to why I'm talking. I made a mess on the balcony. I still have to clean it up. It's tomorrow's job. I put the red bell pepper here. Flowers, not much happening in there still. I've got the leeks. I have the jalapeno peppers. I've got the hot bomb peppers. Still not much happening in here with my little tiny Tim. And I have all of my mint here. So we've got the ginger mint, chocolate mint, the regular mint that I sprouted, and the orange mint. Very excited about this. And then my beefsteak tomato there by himself. And I've got the cat's catnip pot all ready. I'm going to plant that tomorrow just with some seeds. So yeah, so that's what I have so far. It's definitely going to be changing. I'm going to add more stuff, move stuff around, and as it grows, some of the plants get really, really big, so I'm going to shuffle them around. But yeah, that's what I got so far. So now fast forward to a week after that, here we are. Why don't I give you guys a tour of how it's looking. So here are all of the mints. Oh, great. So here's the orange mint. It's still pretty much the same. There's my regular mint. I've got the chocolate mint here and the ginger mint. There's definitely some new growth, so that's good. There's my beefsteak tomatoes. Here's the hot bomb peppers. Oh, look at that. There's already a flower. That's the great thing about the greenhouse purchases. They pretty much have buds on them when you buy them. And here's the jalapenos. Some buds starting there. And my flowers, oh, that little bit of lavender is not doing too good. This might actually just be seeds from the bird feeder, which is there, which I should probably fill. And looks like the coriander has sprouted. That's excellent. This needs watering though, so I'm going to keep it down. The bell peppers are doing not too bad. We've got new growth. That's good. And we do have buds, but again, that's from the greenhouse, so I can't take credit for that. Oh, one broke. It's in the kitchen trying to propagate to see if I can grow roots on it and plant it again. There's the Bidens. And the Manitoba tomato, not much growth. Hot and spicy oregano. Slicer tomatoes. Oh, we got some flowers coming out. There. But again, the buds were there when I bought it, so can't take credit. Regular oregano is doing good. More bell peppers. Oh, finally got a cucumber sprout. Yay. The chamomile is doing quite well. So that's good. I don't see any catnip sprouts. And the flowers are down there. Just around this time of day I do that so that the okra can get some light. Otherwise it's shaded out. Leeks are doing good. The cat grass is finally starting to grow. I'm going to wait till it gets a bit bigger because at this point Zizi will just pull them right out. And the okra, that's doing pretty well. The bok choy I planted sprouted almost immediately, so that's great. That's a lot though, very dense. Might have to cut some back. And the Napa cabbage doing pretty good too. And the citronella is gone because I sold it. Yay, made 40 bucks off of it. So that's what it's looking like now. I'm going to get the watering can so that I can water the cilantro, which is in here, and then I'm going to get the bird seed and fill up the feeder. The birds have been squawking at me today, so I really should get that done. Now let's go take a look at the community garden. So this must be why my allergies have been horrible the last little while. Don't know if you can see that. Wow. So it looks like the beets are starting. This here looks like beets, right there. And some here. I also see some carrots here. Yeah. And it looks like the tobacco has sprouted as well. How fun! So now I'm just gonna water it because it's quite dry, and then I will head back. And that's all for the update. I hope you guys enjoyed, and you'll meet me for another one in a week or so.